Welcome back, everyone. We're doing a little winter cabin checkup here. Everything looking legit, RV and trailer, solar rig still standing beautiful. As you could see, we have like pretty good snow here. There's my foot. The snow definitely is past the ankle. As you can see, it just turned around right here. So yeah, the RAV, absolutely wonderful with the all-wheel drive and the nice tires. I don't think the Focus would have made it up like this far, I guess. It's just like some deep spots like that, like the snow like is slowing you down hella bad, like, and you could feel it like bogging you out. But yeah, we're up here at the cabin, just doing a little checkup here. Everything looks good. Everything looks legit. Oh man, this quality is super terrible. Hold on, let me try and clean this front camera. That's probably the best we're getting here. There's the RV. So yeah, just gonna take a hike to the top of the property here. But why am I out here right now? No snowmobile yet, nothing. I'm actually looking at another property up here. Hold on, I'm like out of breath right now, just walking up this far. But yeah, so I love Maine. I love specifically the Bangor, Maine area, because Bangor is kind of starting to become a little bit hipster. So it has like more modern amenities than like some of the scrandier parts of Maine, because there's a lot of Scran, Maine, like super old, like dusty town type shit. But yeah, I really like the Bangor, Maine area, and I'm looking at houses right now to move up here permanently. The cabin property here is in the Bangor, Maine area, so I figured if I get a house in the Bangor, Maine area, I can come up here instead of going all the way from Connecticut. I'll only be like 20 minutes away from here. And then this upcoming summer, or like maybe late spring, I kind of want to start doing some bushcraft out here now that I have the cabin and somewhere like reliable to stay overnight. That's not the RV, where the RV is good, but there's holes, like the vent hole where the fridge is and the AC unit and the door have no latch on it. Not super like female friendly, I guess you could say, because that's definitely a problem if you don't like bugs and not outdoorsy stuff. But like my girl doesn't like bugs, so the RV is kind of out of the question for like long-term staying in it, I should say. But the cabin's meant. And now, like I said, now that there's somewhere more reliable to spend the night at least, I can start coming out here and doing like primitive like cabin videos. I don't know what to call it, but like I'll put up like some screenshots now of like the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, because that's kind of what I want to do up here this following year, 2023 summer. But right now, it's so cold right now. My hands, I wish I brought my gloves. Yeah, look at that. My hands are turning red. It's like 12 degrees out right now, absolutely freezing. But I wanted to just swing by the cabin property and just take a look. Everything's legit. Everything, the solar system, everything's still working nicely. So yeah, I actually had 3 showings today and 2 more showings tomorrow. So yeah, things are moving quickly in the move to Maine permanently aspect of things. But yeah, we're kind of not quite to the top of the property. There's still probably another, I don't know, quarter mile. No, not quarter mile, maybe 1/8 mile that I don't really feel like walking up right now, because we're in pretty, not deep snow, but like I can easily bury my whole foot. But yeah, right here is a nice little spot that I kind of want to do a little shamble bushcraft setup, just because, as you can see, this like there's like a nice square here that has no trees. So I'm thinking this summer, or like late spring, I guess, once it starts getting warm out, I don't want to make my girl be up here when it's like, because all the way up to summer the nights are still super cold, and it's just not enjoyable like if you're stuck in the cabin, which I'm definitely more outdoorsy type, I guess. Not saying that she's not, but I'm just saying, like, I don't really care about, like, I don't know, like G-Fab lifestyle. I don't know how to say it, like being Ganj, you know what I mean? I'm a dude, so I don't really care. But yeah, I want to come up here with some tools, maybe get the Mahindra up here, kind of really flatten this out, or first get rid of all this like scrandy like foliage here and maybe clean up some of those downed trees back there. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe this area will do a little bushcraft cabin fireplacey type vibe type thing. I don't really know what to call it, but yeah, I'm just out here brainstorming. I'm very happy to be up here again. I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but yeah, like I said, house hunting at this current moment, multiple showings today, multiple showings tomorrow, but I'm very excited to be moving up here full time. Yeah, really excited to be out here. All right, so I guess we'll take a look in the RV again and see what's going on with the whole RV situation. Obviously nothing, but yeah, it's still for sale or for trade if anyone wants it. I'm thinking I'll still trade for a 240. I'll trade the RV and the trailer together for one single 240. Doesn't even have to be special. It can be KA, 5-speed, non-turbo, kind of clapped. I'm not looking for like a SR swap, V8 swapped car. Or you could buy them both as a package. You could buy them separately, clean title on both of them. Once again, I do have the hood and the bumper, but if you're gonna use this to go to the track and you're gonna be towing anyway, I'd honestly just leave it off because we had absolutely no issues. We did hella mileage with the coolers exposed like that. Never had a problem with a leak or anything like that. Actually, there's a spare cooler in the back. We'll just show you. We thought of this already. If a rock or whatever got kicked up and hit the cooler and it started leaking or whatever, we definitely have a spare right here. Literally brand new, never been mounted, never had actual oil through it. So it's not like this came off like some blown turbo car and there's metal pieces and stuff in it. 100% brand new, never used. So we'll throw that in if you want to buy it. While I have a second here, it's actually a little bit warmer in the RV than it is outside because right now it's in direct sunlight, you can see, and it's kind of not that bad in here right now. But yeah, I'm hoping that hopefully within the next, I don't know, maybe month or two, I'll be able to close on a nice property. I'll be able to close on a house and get cracking on some videos up here. I'm not gonna lie, I've had a lot of fun being a full-time sim racer, sim drifter, whatever you want to call it. I love that stuff. I've been doing sim stuff for a long time. Not racing, obviously. I've been doing drifting, but the racing's really fun because it gives me something to like focus on and like try to get better at. But I'm hoping that with the new property, maybe if I get something with a fat garage, I'll be able to do a car build, right? I say it in air quotes like this because I don't really want to do an actual car build. Like, I don't want to be doing swaps and cut and rust out. I don't want to be doing any real build. You know what I mean? I want to just slap coils on it, weld the diff, put a seat in it, and go drifting. Like, that's my version of a build. So I still have to figure out what kind of car I should get to fulfill those needs because I do like 240s. It's definitely one of my favorite chassis, but they are a little bit underpowered. And no, I do not want to do a KAT. If I did get a KA 240 with a stock NA-KA in it, I'd probably just put like a 4.3 or a 4.6 in it and leave it NA and just rip it until the KA blows, which hopefully with good maintenance, it never will. Like, look at Jazzy. He drives his car 2 events, drifts all day, and then drives home. No truck, no trailer, nothing. That's kind of what I'm feeling. I kind of want something like that that doesn't just blow through tires all freaking day long. So, yeah, that's some food for thought for myself. But, yeah, I'm just up here in Maine right now, like I said, looking at property, trying to close on a house within the next month or 2. You guys know how that goes. I'm sure there's at least a handful of you guys on here that aren't, like, children. Or, like, when I say children, I mean, like, 16 to 18-year-olds living at home with their parents, doesn't know the ins and outs of buying property, buying a house, stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm super excited to be up here. I'm super excited to put some real roots down in Maine. Obviously, you guys know my journey on YouTube here. I've kind of lived all over. You know, I started in Connecticut, then I lived in Florida, then we lived up in the Seattle area. And during that time, I've seen all over the country, right? I've seen a lot of California, Texas, the South. So, yeah, this is like the first time that I've ever wanted to put roots down and like actually buy a house and like settle down, so to speak. So that's a big new chapter, I guess, in my life that I'm super excited to get into. I love Maine. I just love, like, it's like being born and raised in Connecticut. There's something about Maine that Connecticut doesn't have. I don't really, other than describing it as like lawless, which is how I see it, compared to Connecticut, Maine is like the cold version of land of the free. I see all the time like side by sides, dirt bikes. Like I see like cool stuff at gas stations and like grocery stores and like McDonald's and like I don't know. I just feel like it is way more free here than it is anywhere where I'm from, at least. I know that there's like people in Texas that are like, dude, no, like this is land of the free in Texas here. But yeah, I do like Maine, and like I said, this is one of the first times in my life, like my whole life, where I'm like, yeah, I like this spot enough to put real roots down and like commit to a house and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see what we get into. I'm not looking at buying no freaking mansion like type shit, because a lot of people don't understand, especially people that have never lived on their own, I guess you could say, because there's a lot of people that rent that are on their own, right? They don't live with their parents. They don't have a roommate. They're just renting like some apartment somewhere. Those people don't even understand the whole taxation thing. Like the nicer of a house you get and the higher dollar value you pay for it, you have to pay those taxes at the end of the year. Like you could buy a $500,000 house in cash and not owe a penny on it. No loan, no nothing. But the tax on $500,000 house is going to be astronomical. I'm talking like you need a literal part-time job to pay the taxes alone on a property like that. So that's why I'm not trying to buy no crazy baller house, big garage type thing. I'm thinking like modest, normal people house, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that's my little rant here for this video. Like I said, just bear with me, guys. I know a lot of you guys do not like the sim racing, sim drifting content. I understand that's not how the channel was, I guess you could say. That's kind of like a new thing. And although I do enjoy filming those videos and like actually doing the sim racing and sim drifting, I know a lot of people don't like watching it, but yeah, just bear with me. And when the weather gets a little bit nicer, like I said, it's like 12 or 14 degrees right now outside in Maine. It's absolutely freezing. But yeah, this summer, the end of spring, I'm hoping to get up here and start doing some bushcrafting and some stuff like that. Maybe, I don't know. I'll keep you guys posted if I'm like on the sim and I'm like, oh dude, I kind of want to try like building a mud hut or something. Like I'll be spitballing until the time comes. So yeah, we're up here in Maine. I'm having a good time, just looking at houses and looking at properties and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, with all that being said, peace out. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 5.